Hello, Internet. It's been quite a while, I know. A lot has happened since the last time you saw us, and the last time you saw us, we were putting carpet into an office in our own home. And this is not where we live. A lot has changed. Here's what's happened. A couple of months ago, Emma, who is currently unwell at home, had the idea of, why don't we find somewhere to rent in Swansea? Because we had been going around all the craft fairs for her art business, Dreamy Hill. And we figured that the amount that she's paying out on rental fees for these spots and the cost of getting to these places and back every day, the fuel costs, they were very high. So we thought, what if there was a place in Swansea where we live, which was like a storefront that we could rent out, and by renting it we'd also have space potentially for Paper Dragons to have an actual photo studio, a physical place where people could actually visit, rather than us going to a location. They could come to us and we'd have backgrounds and everything, and we thought, oh, that'd be fantastic if we had money. It turns out you don't necessarily need that much. Emma happened upon an organisation called Pop-Up Wales, and what they do is they talk to landlords of stores and say, hey, we will gladly put someone in your store just to make sure it's nice and heated and still active, and so that it doesn't look like it's a closed storefront, so it looks more attractive as a location. And therefore, because it looks like an attractive location, you might be able to get someone to actually rent out the store at your agreed rental price. And that's what Pop-Up Wales does. It arranges for landlords to do just that. In exchange, these people who want to operate their own pop-up stores have the ability to set up a store in a proper location, proper storefront, looks really legit, but without having to pay a high rent for it, which is great, especially when you don't have as much money as you want to have, or should have really, for such an endeavour. So we arranged for that. We talked to Pop-Up Wales. We've arranged to lease out this lovely location that is on Castle Street. We are here as a pop-up, so we are not paying a lot of rent. We're still going to be paying something, but it's nowhere near what you would pay for the actual storefront if you were properly renting it. There are rules as to what we can or cannot do with this place, but we will live with that. And maybe, hopefully, really hopefully, down the line we will get enough customers coming in wanting our services so we can actually rent this out properly and have this as our proper permanent home. Believe me, it's a lovely location. I would love to turn it into a permanent home. I will give you more of a tour next week because I want Emma to be here for that so we can do a lot more talking to you about this. This is just a quick update to say this is what's happened. Also, as a side point, this is also a bit of a hint to what we want to do for 2023. Happy New Year, by the way. For 2023, we know that photography is not a thing that you can rely on its own. You've got to offer other things, specifically video. So we want to do a lot more in terms of video, and that means getting good at video, which means making video, which means this. You know, what we're doing right now. So in the future, you're going to see a lot more of these, which we will be using to practice editing, and also to be able to talk on camera, because that might be a thing we've got to do a lot more in the future as well. But yeah, that's what's happening with Paper Dragons. We're going to be doing a lot more video. We've got a location that we can use while we've still got it. And yeah, we want to start bringing people in here so we can take photos of them and to record videos with them and to do commercial projects and to do personal projects and take portraits and photograph food and bring in a chihuahua and take a photo of that on a back, maybe not, you know, anything like that. We would love to be able to use this space as much as possible, and we want to. And hopefully in 2023, we can do just that. As a side point, if you're ever deciding where to rent in the future, rent somewhere with giant marshmallows. There's a boba tea place right next door. It's fantastic.